The Dallas Mavericks defeated the New Orleans Pelicans 137-136 in a game that was too close for comfort, but it's about damn time that the Dallas Mavericks have shown the capability to go out there, play against teams that are lesser than them, and still get the dub. And although we've seen this team go out there and beat the Oklahoma City Thunder 3 out of 4 times for the season, we've also seen this team lose to the Portland Trail Blazers, the Charlotte Hornets, or even the New Orleans Pelicans earlier this month. And even though this game was way too close for comfort, there were bright spots in the game, as well as times where the game looked like it was slipping away from us. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the box score, see what really happened in tonight's game, the good, the bad, and as always, who stood on business. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, our last video got over 400 likes. I just want to say thank you guys so much for showing me love on this channel. I really do appreciate it. But if you're enjoying everything that we're doing here at Mavericks Digest with our live streams, our watch-alongs, our news vids, and everything else in between, go ahead and like this video. If we get to 300 likes, I'd appreciate it greatly. But like I said, man, it's about damn time that the Dallas Mavericks have shown the ability to go out there, win multiple games, and also beat teams that we obviously know we should beat. It does feel good when we go out there and we beat the Oklahoma City Thunder twice within the same month. Of course, that feels great. It also feels good when you beat down the Washington Wizards and by a huge margin where Klay Thompson pops off in the first quarter. But it feels even better when you got to spin the block on a team like the New Orleans Pelicans, who we did lose to not too long ago, and make sure we got the dub. And although it was only by 1 point, it was a close game for moments in the game. We did come out the first quarter with the right energy. The offense was a little bit sloppy, but the defense held on tight. We did end the first quarter being down by 6, but it wasn't something that we couldn't handle, although we did see some players struggle like PJ Washington, who just had way too many turnovers in the first half, dribbling far too much, choosing him to bring the ball down, many mistakes. At one point he was 5 and 15, and it just didn't look good. And although people like myself criticize Jason Kidd for the timeouts, for leaving guys out there as they make mistakes, I will give Jason Kidd the proper respect that he did trust PJ in that second half. He didn't sit him, he didn't bench him, he didn't just pull him when things went bad. He put PJ out there, he let PJ be PJ, and he had a monster performance. We had a Hail Mary third quarter where everybody was hitting threes. Quentin Grimes was amazing off the bench. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but Spencer Dinwiddie has been facilitating a lot more than he's been shooting over the last several games, including in tonight's game. And I would say that is helping us win more games. And although we know Spencer Dinwiddie, he can get to the line, he can score. I do like the fact that he is choosing to facilitate more often than just look for his own shot. We also saw Klay Thompson get into a rhythm throughout the game, hitting some nice threes, as well as Daniel Gafford, again, the landlord, staying on business, doing all the landlord things, collecting the rent. But the one thing I do want to highlight is Omax, the young player that we've been paying close attention to over the last stretch of games, and on this 5-game road stretch, we are going to be paying attention even more to Omax. And one thing I will touch on later in this video is the fact that Omax was switching on everybody. On defense, whoever had the ball, Omax was switching. He was moving. He was trying to be that point of attack defender, something that obviously we haven't had since Derrick Jones Jr., that everybody said would be such a big deficit for the Dallas Mavericks. But tonight, it wasn't the best defense. It wasn't perfect. Guys still scored on Omax, but more times than not, I saw Omax switching. I saw Omax with the help defense. I saw Omax affecting shots, doing all the right things on defense after he had an amazing offensive game. It was nice to see the fact that he can also contribute on the other side of the ball. But if we take a look at the box score from tonight's game, PJ Washington finished with 25 points, 1 block, 8 assists, 14 rebounds, shooting 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 4 of 7 from 3, and 10 of 20 from the floor. Like I said, he did have 5 turnovers. At one point, he was 5 of 15 and about 1 of 4 from the three-point line. But he did turn it all around in the second half, and that's what it's all about, being able to just take a bad game and make it a good game. Doing the small things, making the right reads, taking better shots, playing smarter defense. PJ showed that he can take a bad first half and turn it into a great game. Daniel Gafford, an amazing game from him as well, had 22 points, 4 blocks, 3 assists, 12 rebounds, and was perfect, 9 of 9 from the floor and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Kyrie Irving in 39 minutes had 25 points, 1 steal, 6 assists, 9 rebounds, shooting 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 of 9 from 3, and 10 of 21 from the floor, doing all the Kyrie Irving things to make sure we got the dub. And like I said, Spencer Dinwiddie didn't really score a lot. He had 11 points. However, he did have 1 steal, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, shooting 1 of 3 from the three-point line and 4 of 8 from the floor. I'm not mad with Spencer Dinwiddie wanting to facilitate and play make. That helps out everybody. And Klay Thompson in 29 minutes had 20 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, shooting 6 of 11 from 3 and 7 of 15 from the floor. He even hit like a little baseline jumper. It was amazing. Klay Thompson, he doesn't only have to hit threes, but doing all the small things like playing good defense, getting rebounds, just assisting as well. He always looks to hesitate to either pass or shoot or dribble, and it bothers me at times, but tonight was a good game by Klay Thompson. But the bench also stepped up in a big time. Omax had 4 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 3 rebounds. Najee Marshall, who did play tonight, it was his first game back. He was on a minutes restriction, only 15 minutes. However, he did have 5 points, 2 assists, was 1 of 3 from 3 and 2 of 5 from the floor. Slowly but surely, Najee Marshall will come back to that form that we know that he can be at. And Kessler Edwards in 15 minutes as well had 2 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, was 0-1 from 3 but 1 of 2 from the floor. He had a great defensive game. There was a moment late in the game, he had a huge block. I wasn't sure if it was him or PJ because they were both there, but Kessler Edwards is showing that he could be a pretty good defensive wing for the Dallas Mavericks. Now, is he ready to get consistent minutes when the team is fully healthy? Not too sure. We got to see a little bit more from him. But whenever we have a bunch of injuries and guys are in and out the lineup, it's good to know that we do have players that we can rely on at a moment's notice. Players like Omax and Kessler Edwards are really only getting minutes because of these injuries. And the fact that they haven't played that much throughout the entirety of the season shows that whenever their number is called, they are ready. And that's next man up mentality. And I love to see it. And to continue with the box score, Quentin Grimes in 20 minutes had 17 points, 3 steals, and 1 rebound, shooting 3 of 5 from the three-point line and 6 of 8 from the floor. Without Quentin Grimes going off, we definitely lose this game. We only won by 1 point, but those 17 points from Grimes off the bench was huge for us. And Jaden Hardy only got 6 minutes. Was very confused why he only played 6 minutes. And he had 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 of 4 from 3, and 2 of 6 from the floor. There were some boneheaded plays, but sometimes you want to see guys play through that. But another thing that I want to point to you guys is the fact that we had 51 rebounds as a team with 16 offensive rebounds. That was absolutely amazing. But on the other end of that, as a team, we did have 18 turnovers, which would attribute to the fact that we only won by 1 point. The Dallas Mavericks, whether we're fully healthy or we're with our skeleton crew as guys are in and out the lineup, we continue to find ways to win. Like I said earlier, I got to give props to Jason Kidd for trusting PJ to go out there and make the most out of this game, turning a bad game into a great game. And with that, we got to talk about who stood on business, and I got to give it to my man PJ for the game. Like I said, he had 25 points, 8 assists, 14 rebounds, shot 4 of 7 from the floor, and 4 of 7 from 3, and 10 of 21 from the floor. Like I said, a bad game into a good game. But another thing that I want to show you guys this right here. Take a look right here. PJ Washington tonight with 25 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists. The first Mavs forward since Michael Finley in 1999 to reach those numbers in the game. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've got something special with PJ. I think that although Klay Thompson is here, PJ can be that third go-to guy. If Klay or Gafford or Lively isn't really going off, we can trust PJ, knowing that he's always going to go there for a rebound and find the point guard, whether that's Spencer or if it's Kyrie, is important for us. And obviously when Luka's back, PJ is going to be instrumental to make sure Luka is seamlessly able to do all the things that Luka can do. And I'd argue that when Luka comes back, and we know that Luka is our second or third best rebounder, Luka, you ain't got to fight for every rebound. Let PJ get it and just run the floor. I think that if we have guys that can take things off of Luka's plate when he gets back, that'll make Luka look so much better. And rebounding could definitely be one of it. And another thing too, 8 assists, PJ out here playmaking. I love to see it. But the final thing I want to leave you guys with is this. After the game, I tweeted out saying, honest question, did anyone notice Omax switching on everyone, point of attack defender? And this person quoted my tweet saying, my favorite spot Kidd had him in today was in the middle of that zone. He was guarding anyone and everyone, and it didn't matter who they were. It was phenomenal every time they went in the middle. And I saw that, and I loved it. He was switching on everybody. It did not matter if it was Zion Williamson, if it was DeJounte Murray, if it was CJ McCollum. Omax was everywhere. And although he still has a lot to do, he has a lot to improve on. A lot of people are arguing, is Omax even ready for the playoffs? And that's up to Jason Kidd. It's his job to get Omax ready, because if this team does not trade for a player that we need to back up PJ, with the way Maxey's health is looking like, we're going to have to rely on Omax. And if that's the case, we have between now and the rest of the season until the playoffs start to get Omax to where we need to be. I'm not saying that he's going to magically become better if we do that, but he will be in a much better spot by the end of the year compared to if he just sits on the bench and just plays garbage time when the guys are back. I advocate for more Omax minutes because I'm excited for his development and I want to see the potential that he has. But let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think PJ stood on business? Do you think it was Daniel Gafford? I know Kyrie looked pretty good too. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for making this far to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a giveaway every single month on this channel. Only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But till next time, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.